Welcome back to Stick Figure Sense, the channel where we break life down one stick at a time. Let me ask you something. Have you ever done something completely ridiculous not because you wanted to, but because everyone else was doing it? Maybe you tried a silly dance, poured water on your head for a challenge, or joined some trend that made no sense, only to think later, wait, why did I do that? We've all been there. That little voice says, if I don't join in, I'll be left out. That's the real reason trends spread so fast. We don't want to miss out, and we don't want to feel left behind. So here's how I want to start this video. Tell me in the comments the funniest or weirdest trend you've ever joined. Let's see which one takes the crown. And while you're here, hit that like button if you've ever joined a trend just because everyone else was doing it, and make sure you subscribe because today we're breaking down exactly why trends control us and how to take back control of your own choices. Stick around. This one might change the way you look at the internet. Why do we feel the instant urge to copy every new viral trend? It doesn't matter if it's the ice bucket challenge, planking on random furniture, the mannequin challenge, or that one awkward TikTok dance your uncle should have never attempted. Every few weeks, something pops up online and millions of people jump in. You see it once, you laugh. You see it twice, you smirk. By the third time, your brain whispers, hey, maybe I should try this. Before you know it, you're in your living room stacking chairs on top of each other, balancing on them in stilettos and wondering, what am I even doing with my life? But here's the thing. It's not your fault. It's your brain. Your brain is wired to copy, wired to chase, wired to want to belong. And while that instinct once kept us alive in caves, now it just makes us feel pressured to dump buckets of ice on our heads for likes. So today, we're going to break this all down. I'm going to explain step by step the psychology behind why we can't resist chasing every trend, and then I'll give you a practical guide on how to stop so you can take back control of your focus and your time. Not to reject fun, not to be boring, but to make sure you're choosing what matters to you instead of letting trends choose for you. Let's start at the beginning. Why these silly, random, and sometimes dangerous challenges feel so magnetic. Trends feel powerful. They pull you in. You open your phone, and suddenly your entire feed is flooded with the same sound, the same dance, the same meme repeated 1,000 times. It doesn't matter if it's the Harlem Shake, Gangnam Style, or something as bizarre as pretending to be a chair. When you see repetition, your brain says, this must be important. Everyone's doing it. If I don't, I'll be left out. That voice in your head, that's not weakness. That's survival instinct. Back in the day, if your tribe was running from a lion and you stood still like, nah, I'm good, guess who didn't make it? You. Copying the group was safety. But here's the problem. In the digital age, the tribe isn't 50 people in a village anymore. It's billions of people on TikTok. And instead of running from lions, they're dancing in bathrooms, lip-syncing to sped-up audios, or wrapping rubber bands around watermelons until they explode. So your brain, trying to protect you, says, quick, copy them. Except now, the only thing at risk isn't your survival. It's your dignity. Let's dig deeper. There are three main forces that make trend chasing so irresistible. Force number one, FOMO, the fear of missing out. Imagine your group chat is blowing up about a trend. Everyone's posting videos, laughing, tagging each other, and you're just sitting there, not involved. That uneasy feeling in your stomach, that's FOMO. It's your brain saying, if I don't join, I'll be excluded. I won't belong. Force number two, social proof. This is psychology 101. If a crowd of people all point in the same direction, your brain assumes they must know something you don't. If everyone is lining up for a restaurant, you assume it's good. If everyone is filming themselves pouring Mentos into soda bottles, your brain thinks, this must be the thing to do. Force number three, dopamine, the sneaky chemical. Every like, every comment, every view gives your brain a little jolt of pleasure. It's the same system that rewards you when you eat something sweet, win a game, or gamble. The more unpredictable the reward, the stronger the hook. Post a trend video and boom, likes start rolling in. That little high, that's dopamine, and your brain wants more. Put those three forces together, FOMO, social proof, dopamine, and you've got the perfect recipe for trend chasing. It's not just you, it's all of us. It's human wiring. But here's what nobody tells you. There's a cost. Every time you chase a trend, you pay with your time, your focus, and your energy. Let me paint the picture. A stick figure version of you scrolls online. They see a challenge. They spend an hour setting up the camera, filming, editing, posting. The video gets 14 likes. Cool. Then the next trend hits. They repeat it all again. Now zoom out. Months go by, they've done 10 different challenges. None of them mattered, none of them brought them closer to their goals. None of them built a skill, a relationship, or a future. It's like eating fast food for your attention. Quick, tasty, cheap, but afterwards you feel gross and it doesn't nourish you. The truth is, when you say yes to every trend, you're saying no to your own growth. You're saying no to the book you could have read, the skill you could have learned, the project you could have finished. You're training your brain to value quick validation over long-term satisfaction. And worst of all, you're building a habit, the habit of chasing instead of creating. So, how do we stop? Not by rejecting fun, not by swearing off TikTok forever, but by learning how to put yourself back in control. Here's your 5-step guide. Step 1, notice the trigger. You can't stop what you don't see. So the next time you feel that urge, the itch to jump in because everyone else is doing it, pause and call it out. Say to yourself, that's FOMO talking. Or, that's my dopamine craving likes. Picture a stick figure scrolling with a giant red flashing sign above their head. Trigger detected. When you name the trigger, you separate yourself from it. You go from, I am this urge to, I am noticing this urge. And that tiny shift gives you power. Step 2, the pause technique. Most people go from impulse straight to action. See the trend, copy the trend. Boom, done. Instead, when you feel the urge, pause. Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This interrupts autopilot. It gives your rational brain a chance to check in. Imagine a stick figure about to jump into a ridiculous dance and suddenly freeze frame. A big cartoon clock ticks down from 5. By the time the clock hits 0, the figure sighs in relief and says, you know what? Maybe not today. That 5-second gap is small, but it's everything. It's the difference between control and compulsion. Step 3, ask why. This is where you question your own motives. Why do I want to join this trend? For likes? For fun? Because I'm bored? Or because it genuinely adds value to my life? Picture a stick figure with a thought bubble over their head. Inside it, 4 boxes. Fun, likes, belonging, growth. They check 1 box. If it's not growth, or at least fun in a healthy way, they close the bubble and walk away. Here's a simple filter. If it won't matter in a week, it's not worth it. That one question, why, has the power to break the spell. Step 4, redirect your energy. This is my favorite step, because the urge itself isn't bad, it's just misdirected. Every time you feel the pull to chase a trend, you're actually feeling energy, excitement, curiosity, motivation. Instead of wasting it, channel it. Stick figure example. One character sees a viral dance. They almost join in, then they pick up a guitar. Another almost films a trend, but instead writes in a journal. Another starts coding, painting, reading, creating something original. It's not about saying no to energy, it's about saying yes to a better direction. Trends are disposable, but skills, projects, creations, those last. Step 5, choose intentionally. Here's the twist. Not all trends are bad. Some bring laughter, some connect us with friends, some challenge us in good ways. The difference is whether you choose them or they choose you. Stick figure example. One figure joins a fitness challenge, but uses it as accountability to exercise. Another does a creative art challenge, but puts their own twist on it. These are intentional choices, not mindless copying. So here's the final mindset. You don't have to reject trends, you just have to filter them. Ask, does this trend align with who I want to be? If yes, join in. If not, skip it. Simple. Let's wrap this up. When you stop chasing every trend, you take back your attention. You stop living for likes and start living for yourself. Because discipline isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things. So here are your 5 steps one last time. Notice the trigger. Pause before you react. Ask why, redirect your energy, choose intentionally. That's how you break the cycle. That's how you go from follower to creator. Now I've got a challenge for you. Not a trend, a real challenge. Drop a comment right now. What's the last trend you joined? Did it help you grow, or did it just waste your time? And if this video gave you clarity, hit that like button, subscribe for more stick figure sense, and share this with a friend who's always chasing the next big thing. Remember, the internet will keep throwing trends at you forever, but the only thing you take with you, the only thing that lasts, is the focus, the skills, and the habits you build. One stick at a time.